Hey everybody, welcome back to Games with Scotty. I'm Scotty. So after that emotional roller coaster, we are gonna continue on with Danganronpa, and where we left off, chapter 4. Chapter 4 was just about to end, and I stopped the episode before we got into the epilogue, because I think something very important was going to happen, and I wanted to save that for its own episode. So let's go ahead and continue on from here. Some of this might actually be a replay of what...
Ikusaba.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck, I'm sweaty.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
I like how she says 16th student.
The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. Yeah, this is where I stopped it, because I was like, what? Another incident? You guys are fucking kidding me. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. Oh shit! 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. What? That's the guy or the girl, or I don't know. Chapter 5, 100-mile dash, pain of a junk food junkie. Is she a junk food junkie? I have a lot of junk food. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them.
Huh?
Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom. What kind of fucking...
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. Ooh, sexy. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. Second floor, second floor, second floor. Are we gonna get a second floor? No? Are you shitting? You know what? I don't even expect it this time, honestly. This gate seems remarkably sturdy. Fuck, now it just makes me curious. It must be like for the winter or something. Maybe that's where you go to graduate. Straight ahead. Perfect. Whoa. So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor is opened up to us, and it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up until now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. Oh shit. It looks like there's no 6th floor, so this might be it. Plants? Is this where they grow marijuana? It's suspicious that way. There's never anything in the classrooms, but... Nighttime secrets? No more. Stomp stomp. He's so dirty. What the fuck? How about this? Ha! Oh shit. She scared me. Haha. Catch me if you can. Wait. I'm gonna punish you. Gross. Makoto. What the fuck? I don't get what this means. Toko? Huh. Does she want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more than I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad. I guess she gave up. That's sad. That's a little weird. Make her sneeze, because I bet the freaking crazy lady doesn't care. Hey, it's the girl that tried to kill us all. This floor seems different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. Well, it's blue and there's plants and there's no next floor. And it looks kind of small. There's not a lot of rooms. Oh my god! The hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled, it was sour. Ugh. God, I just finished eating and I gagged a little. Pungent and possibly rank.
I see.
Smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying it's the smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood? There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced the smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have...
Hey,
What? My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened.
unbelievable.
It's quite the opposite. The opposite?
Now then.
Yep, let me give you an itty bitty eegee squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs and those mean old RPGs. But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even to the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day.
Can't wait.
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it. What's the meaning of all this? He is lying. No, I have no idea. Eye for an eye? That sounds like what Monokuma said that one time. About, you take a claw, I take a claw from you, or some shit like that. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever. It's such a ghastly sight. Hey, wait a second. How come during the whole game they've been censoring the blood and making it pink, but right here it's perfectly fine to have it red and brown and gross? It appears all the blood stains are dry, and their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. This is all really blood? Of course. I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way he can keep up with someone like that. Alright, how about over here? There are white chalk lines drawn over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. Byakuya? About what Monokuma just told us. It's like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard, or is he flat out ignoring me? Ugh. That was gross. Did you see that? Did you go in there? Did you? Oh, let me tell you about the sun. Nah, she doesn't care. Okay. Ugh. Let's go into the discovery room. Raw? Painted in white. Bio. I'm scared now. I'm scared now. It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here? The sign on the hall says biolab. A biolab? That we're forbidden from seeing into? Sounds kind of like an old cheesy horror movie. Right? And it's in the end of a long, thin hallway. Alright, there's only two more rooms. The plant room and the karate room. For lack of better names at the moment. Oh. The dojo. Oh, snap. Isn't that fucking interesting? Hello, Kyoko. What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Yukiro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up at the surveillance camera.
Hey.
You understand why, right? She's trying to tell me that whatever it is, it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
So then...
We're finished here. I know, right? Like, what the fuck? And I guess she's not the spy. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything better than before. What if she's the Monokuma? That'd be some shit, right? Hey, look, it's one of those costumes you see in murder mysteries. A suit of armor on display. It's extremely Japanese. Thanks. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom. It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant? I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kind of out of place? Isn't it? I know, right? Like, I guess you have to grow these fucking trees. My targets seem pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Wow. Suck your dick a little harder, why don't you? Even though this room is totally enclosed, it's a cherry tree. Yeah, we got it. Anything over here? This drum? Is that a drum? It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too? I don't fucking know. Now there's a locker. There's a bunch of wooden lockers here. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old school public bathhouses. That's probably what happened. I think that's all we have to see here. Yep. Alright, let's get out of here. One more room. Over here. Wow, the door's open. Probably like a greenhouse or something. Whoa. Holy shit. It's a big penis. What's up?
Yo.
At first I thought I saw blue skies, but it turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling.
No?
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I smelled vegetation. It helps me relax. That's not what you're that's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface, beneath a calm exterior. They're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore, they'll put their plan for global human extinction into action.
Well?
I'm serious. Yeah, sure, why not? Is this a kiosk? A chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs, something crazy like that. It seems safe. What are chickens doing here? You want me to inspect every fucking chicken? Okay. It's a chicken. It doesn't have like a second floor. One of these is gonna be fake. It's gonna be this one. What the heck? That's it? You just want me to look at the fucking chickens? No. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly. 5. You know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, where the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mystery of the cosmos.
At least 30%
It's a number of power, a refreshing number on par with hand squeeze all natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. So there's gonna be something significant about there being 5 chickens, but I don't know exactly what. There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's for the sprinklers! Sprinklers? Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 AM every morning? Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway. Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone. Okay. Is that like a house? Just to be sure, I should take a look at what's in the tool shed. Oh, tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized. From a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools, and leaning against the back of the wall. Is that a pickaxe? I guess it is. Huh. There's something carved into the middle of the pickaxe. It says crazy diamond. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. Crazy diamond? Really? Have we seen crazy diamond somewhere? Like in this game? I'm afraid now. Do I have to go look for it? 'Cause I don't remember. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually gonna take care of the lawn? That's a good question. What are these pots? So many flower pots. Maybe I'll grow some flowers in my room. Okay. I think that's it for there, right? Let me just make 100% sure. Oh, what is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers are supposed to get that big. Is this thing real?
Watch out!
What? That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, but the plants all like snap and your flesh isn't all like, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student at Hope's Peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Actually,
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people, so it's totally good for the environment. Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance. For real. Looks fucking scary. There's something else up here. Like way up here. Those are nozzles poking out. Are those the sprinklers? I guess so. Anything else? Is it over here somewhere? Just a camera. I think we're done here. Yep. I guess I've seen what there is to see up here. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. I'm curious about that room where there's so much fucking murder. That's probably where the tragedy happened, whatever the hell that means. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. And before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team. Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still find a basketball team. That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can't we stop with all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Fine. Did you even do anything?
yeah.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. They used to be kinda Sakura's job, but... Anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either.
So,
But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Huh? Why do you
So
ask?
then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every floor has. Something on the other floors, but not the 5th floor? Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of the school. All that stuff now is to solve the underlying mystery.
But
But that's the hardest part.
okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay, as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes. Ah, you're so optimistic, even though you could die like any second.
Hey,
My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
could it be?
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, the final boss or tyrant, or...
But
We're not in a horror game though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood, no matter how much you can think about it. Your tiny brains can only handle so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
no.
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
Now, how I said it is right too. Wow. Okay, Bakula, what did you find? By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no, strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood, the white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated. God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. Ugh. I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So in other words,
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop. Seriously, I'm gonna throw up.
it can't
Perhaps
be.
that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder took place in that room was an incident that's said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room, that was the tragedy that happened a year ago. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. They're very vague about, like, in the papers and stuff, they were very vague about saying the tragedy in it. I feel like it could mean anything. Precisely, the tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
All clear now.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
Hey.
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful. You're right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless, but still, how is it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? No, they wiped your mind, bro. That explains it. Fuck. Toko's just gonna be quiet. Hey, Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
Hey.
Well, because you told her to zip it or whatever? Ah, I forgotten about that. Jesus, man. I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, master. And don't worry, I took care of that odor problem. Seriously, you're just gonna take it? Shut up, and don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor, and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Well, that thing is huge. It's like Rambo sized. It's a survival knife of some kind. But what was it doing in a classroom?
Well,
How would I know?
Very
What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning on doing to us? I'm not gonna do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just lying
How
around.
about that?
I'd rather have it lying around in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important, now that we have this knife, what are we gonna do with it?
You know?
We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
what's your problem?
I don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous. So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
Okay.
Then that's that. Hold on, don't I get a say?
It's all clear.
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. They're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have a bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry, it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Huh? 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 Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. I would never experience such a dream. Feels strange. So strange. Really strange. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Alright. Go ahead. Tell us what you found. Well, there's a big garden on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
Serious.
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from that one that lives in the pipe, though. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch a cold, you know? Of course not, because idiots never get wet. What? I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hiro. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is? Hey, come on. You don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again? Don't worry, you just answered it. Oh, God. Is that it? Oh, no, there was more that he had to say, right? There was a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right. 5 chickens. I love chickens. Let's raise them big and fat. Then we can make fried chicken. Oh, or barbecue. Decisions. Oh, or how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right? I'm pretty sure that'd kill you. Speaking of raw, the door on the biolab said raw. I don't know if that's important. Probably not. You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe. Huh? What about the pickaxe? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed, and the words "Crazy Diamond" had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Crazy Diamond. Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think. I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before. Huh? Where? Ah, that's it, I remember. How the fuck are we supposed to remember that? Oh, you're shitting me. Whatever. It was on Mondo's uniform, on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be in a pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mambo brought it with him when he first came here, and Monokuma confiscated it? Whatever the reason, that's what stuck onto me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did?
Yo.
What I noticed was a lawnmower. I think maybe we can use it to call for help. Are we gonna call for help with the lawnmower? I don't know. Maybe we can use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles. And we can use those to call for help. What the heck happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know.
You know?
Well, back then, my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now. So what do we do now? Well, starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
No way.
Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. Ooh, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Huh?
Well,
Kyoko's identity. But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina is the ultimate swimming pro, Hira is the ultimate clairvoyant, even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but, so what about Kyoko? Oh, hold on. Makoto, you've made it to the top 6 people. You're pretty lucky to make it this far without dying. Now that you mention it, she never told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicions. So Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. What? Why won't you tell us?
wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So,
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
this is
You can't be
very
serious right now, can you?
suspicious.
I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However,
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us. Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
hey,
What are you gonna do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
what?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on. A threat like
That's
that?
fine.
Fine. I understand. Good. You're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
Damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Because,
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
so,
Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
however,
The worst school where only the worst things happen? Do you really mean that? Huh?
hey,
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I said too much. What? Why do people in this school keep saying shit and then like backtracking like that without saying more? What does that mean? Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk
Come
away.
on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
But,
I think you went too far. Taking her room key like that? For her, that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off on the intention. I can't believe her enjoying herself getting yelled at. You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing, of your heart beating, it grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus the situation. It's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone. What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
I mean...
Cause look! Oh shit. It's you! How long have you been standing there? I'm very...
Oh, I'm really angry.
angry at what? At the thief. Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you, there's a thief in your midst. There was also a few murderers, but that's okay. The thief is what we're worried about.
Hey,
My precious! They stole it! Your precious?
Lerche had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up! I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street.
What the heck?
And he's gone. What the heck was that about?
So,
He said something about his precious getting stolen? Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? It likely has something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing to be able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what is it? And why would she do that? No, I'm almost certain it's the knife that we have. I'm pretty sure it's the knife that we have.
This is as such. Soon the doors to the dining hall. Okay then. Sweet.
Uh-oh, we need to get out of here.
You know?
We can talk about this more tomorrow. And about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms. Don't go wandering around.
well...
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Bye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. Ah, that's right. I need to put away the knife that I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it would be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really gonna be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she gonna do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... ask her to go into your room? As I opened my eyes, I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? It's probably Kyoko. Kyoko? I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Hey, wait, Kyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the dark hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go. Now, going out during nighttime is a made-up rule.
Hey,
Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. It's okay, I'm used to it. Indeed.
so then,
Oh then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does that mean... does that have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
indeed.
That's right. So I was right. But what did you steal?
So,
I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this?
so...
From the headmaster's room. What? How did you get in there? What the fuck are you doing? But wasn't it locked?
However,
The lock was broken.
Correct.
What? It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did?
indeed.
Remember when she said in her note, I'm not going to just lay down and die, I will fight you? So Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for
That's
us?
right.
That's right. So that we could uncover whatever secrets may lay hidden within. She did that for us? She violated the school's regulations to help us? She already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place. I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday, but if I just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order to... Correct. I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Wow. Then, what you told me yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Did you find out about this Mokura Ikusaba while you were in
Indeed.
there? I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know about all the details, but one thing I do know is that Mokura Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous?
In other words,
She may very well be the mastermind. The mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. To make such a strong statement without proof, that's not like Kyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mikuro Ikusaba really could be the mastermind?
Anyway,
This key is one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's the key even unlock? I don't know yet, which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go and find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't, that's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention, but we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us, but they didn't catch on last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky. Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. I couldn't help but just stand there and listen. If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have been a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true, and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When you think about what might happen if we fail, I don't think you need to worry all that much. After all, with minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery. Am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world wouldn't matter. You can just kill us all without a second thought. I see. In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis. What? What? In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what?
In other words,
we gain something whether we succeed or not. Now, there's no reason not to do it, right? But
if you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey.
Am I wrong? In that moment, I finally realized. I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us, and with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel. I would if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it to me. What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens...
However...
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it, and a death without meaning is unappealing.
Hey.
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. Fine, I'll hold on to it just because you asked me to. But I'm gonna give it back to you at some point. You can be sure of that.
Indeed.
Yes, of course.
Hey.
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance that the mastermind might find out, right?
Indeed.
Well, there's that too. Huh? You mean there's something else? It's nothing. Forget I said anything. I can't just forget that easily. Man, I don't get it. Okay, then shall we begin?
Makoto.
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot. I'm gonna go ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time. What wasn't like every other time was a sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. No, everything's gonna be fine. I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. And then I got to work. Okay, let's do this. Hey, Monokuma, you can see me, right? Get out here. I have a bone to pick with you. Then a few moments later... Well. This is a surprise. You being the one to call me out?
Hey!
By the way, huh? What were you and Kyoko up to? Going into the bathhouse, just the two of you, in the middle of the night. Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet, so wet and warm. I bet you guys... okay. All over her, didn't you? Not gonna talk, huh? Sure, I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late night bath scenes. Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation, far away from X-rated ex-pilots. Oh, so is that why you were... there's no surveillance cameras in the bathhouse? Bullseye! Or is it maybe because the lens got all fogged up and you couldn't see anything anyway? Sounds like that's the bullseye to me.
You need something?
Anyway, you went through all that trouble to get me out here. Now what do you want? Oh, well, there's just something I wanted to confirm with you. Whether I'm a mademoiselle or dude fella?
Actually...
But in the Bear Kingdom, there is no male or female. Actually there is. Seriously? Oh, then what am I?
Existence. This is kind of...
That's enough. I'll get stuck if I want it to be too much. So what do you really want to ask me? Oh well, you told us earlier that your precious had been stolen. What's this precious of yours? Listen, I'm sure this is a silly question. No way it's possible and all, but is that seriously what you were dragging me out here to ask me? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be 100 megaton freaking kidding me, right? You're not gonna ask something useful like how to get the best honey or urine breeding trips? This is just crazy. All you pubescent teen boys are so nutty. God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and blah, blah, blah. That's it. What was that second thing? It's a blank, stupid. A secret. Fill it in yourself. Making me trudge all the way out here for that? What was that? What was that second thing? There's two things? Probably the knife. I'd like to see what's going on in that brain of yours. And the next time you summon me for something so stupid, I'll open up your school and find out. Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. Phew. I hope I kept him distracted long enough. Now all I can do is wait and hope Kyoko makes it out okay. No, she'll be fine. It is Kyoko after all. I'm sure she's fine, right? I went back to my room and I laid down, doing my best to settle my nerves and get back to sleep. You distracted Monokuma for like 30 seconds? I don't think that's enough time.
Monokuma Theater, brought to you by Spike Chunsoft Company Limited.
Thanks. What? This super stylish, super fashionable game is created by Spike Chunsoft? Then we've got to buy it now.
You guys have to recommend it to your friends too.
Fuck it, damn it. This game was recommended to me by a friend.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7. Get ready to greet another.
My body feels so heavy this morning. It must be because I was up so late last night. Anyway, I need to go to the dining hall. Is the knife still there? And here is the survival knife and Toko found. Now what about your toolkit? We all have a toolkit. Kyoko, are you here? Nope. Fuck. You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today.
What's your problem?
You really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work? Are you allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. Huh? I just thought, I mean, since the day had passed, I had maybe reset. Sorry, please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. I'll hang a sign from my neck that says bad girl. I'll clean your bathroom with my toothbrush. If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you. I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. If I do, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. As long as it's you and no one else, I don't mind. There's no use. She's disgusting to the bone. Anyway, where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning. Nah, cool. This is the worst thing than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, for anything. We're gonna find out where Kyoko is. We're gonna find out if she's okay in the next episode. Alright, catch you guys next episode. Later.